We good? Awesome. All right. Got a chance to look at the grade book? Looks to me like this wasn't a bad quiz. Hopefully you do as well on the regular ACT as you did on this quiz. Looks like we had a couple of questions. 3 gave us some trouble. 5 gave us some trouble. 2 gave some people some trouble. I'll be glad to go over any questions. I'm going to start with number 5. I figure we'll get that one in and see what kind of time we have left after we take a look at number 5. So I'm going to go ahead and get that into the whiteboard. If you take a look at your whiteboard, you'll see that one coming up there momentarily. All right, so again, this is one of those questions with a lot of variables in it. It tells us that a cannot be equal to 0. It says that a cubed is equal to b, and a to the 4th is equal to 2b. So the best strategy I would tell you in this situation is take the answers they give you. So if you look at the first one, they give you that a would be 2. So 2 to the 3rd is equal to 8. And 2 to the 4th, if you don't know how to do that right off the top of your head, you can go to the calculator, is equal to 16. And luckily for you, your work is done because the relationship between the first one and the second one is doubled. And so really that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a situation where a to the 3rd is a number and a to the 4th is that same number but doubled, and 8 times 2 is 16. So we're good to go. All right? So, so that's number 5, and it did give people some trouble, and sometimes I think we tend to overanalyze these. So looking at the gradebook, number 5 was one issue we had, and the next issue we had was number 3. So I want to go over number 3 really quickly. I think number 3 is a good question to go over. Definitely one that I think gives people some trouble. So I'm going to clear off number 5. I'm going to add in number 3. And maybe this most likely will be the last question we have time to go over for the night. So it says 1 over x plus 1 over y is equal to what? And there's very few numbers on there to deal with. So again, my strategy, this is my top strategy, is pick numbers and plug them in for the variables. So instead of x, we'll plug in 2. Instead of y, we'll plug in 3. And so we have 1/2 plus 1/3. And whether we know how to do this the long way or whether or not we need to do our calculator, we could find out that 1/2 is 3 over 6 and 1/3 is 2 over 6. And again, that's doing it the long way. But somehow or another, we're going to find that the answer is 5 over 6. It doesn't really help us other than to eliminate choice A, because clearly it's not 2. But what do we know about 2 and 3? Well, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, and 2 times 3 is equal to 6. And so based on that, we said that x was 2 and y was 3. So on the top we have x plus y, and on the bottom we have x times y. And if we come over here and look at choice D, you're going to see where we're at. And that's x plus y over xy. Good strategy. Hopefully it gives you a chance to get a couple questions right. Now, you guys have stuck around and hung with me all night. I appreciate it like that. I'm telling you, I think you're doing a great job. I wish you the best of luck. And hopefully some of these strategies pay off for you. A couple questions here or there that are going to help you get a right answer. The last order of business for the night, we have our gift card to give away. And so I'm going to give you one last question. It's a regular question, not a multiple choice. The first person in with the correct answer is going to get the gift card. We are good to go now. First one in with the correct answer. You're winning a $25 gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings. Wow. Boom. That did not take long at all. Tyler, That did not take long at all. Lee, you're a little slow. You were pretty quick, but not quite quick enough. Now, don't lie. You can fess up now. Did anybody get negative 30? If you got negative 30, show it to me on the board. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to fess up. Did anybody get negative 30? If you got negative 30, John, I'm looking at you. If you got negative 30, it's because you plugged it into your calculator incorrectly. All right? The calculator is going to read negative 3 squared the wrong way. You know that negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. The calculator calls that negative 9. And that's where you went wrong, John. Anybody else that got negative 30, that's where you're going wrong. So I wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions, fire away. Tomorrow night we have science. It's going to be a great night. I'm going to be loading up a whole bunch of practice ACT questions for you to look at on the math part of your resources. We have an ACT vocab game that's going to be there for you to take a look at. A 100 game. Mr. Brown's telling me it's called the 100 game. I hope you guys take advantage of some of these things that are out there for you, and I really wish you, the best of luck. I wish you the very best of luck. What we're talking about with the vocab game is we have a 100-word most used vocab list on the ACT test. So take a look at that. Take a look at your science. Look at some of the math resources. I'm out.